I'm wondering if anybody is up for some cooking tonight because I know there's other things going on today that may be keeping you all very busy, but I thought, well, I was prepping away here and I thought I'd just go ahead and come on. And if you're there, you're there. And if you're not, I understand. Sunday night, you might be busy with family, but Gina, happy birthday today. And Jen, I hope things are going great with the family. I've got some tabbouleh that I started putting together, and I've got corn muffins because Stephen wasn't real excited about the muffins that I made from Faith yesterday. Faith Scott, I love them, but they've got a cup of salsa in them, so they're not real corny. So I'm going to make him his corn muffins from Tammy Kramer. He really likes those muffins. And then I've got a fruit cobbler. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this and chat away, and maybe later you guys can tune in and see what I'm up to. So this tabbouleh, I had some things and not some others. So here's what I put together. Let me get a spoon here. I didn't have grapes. They wanted grapes in this. So I used pineapple and some blueberries. And Stephen doesn't really like the mint and the cilantro. So I chopped a bunch up and I'm just going to leave it out. So, but I did put an English cucumber in here. And I've got 3 cups of quinoa because I wasn't sure how much of this Stephen will eat. So I thought, well, I'll just make a third of the recipe. And that way, if he doesn't eat it, I'll go ahead and eat it. And if he doesn't want it, I'll go ahead and add the cilantro and mint because I love it. So that's pretty much what it is. It's a herbed quinoa tabbouleh. So it's about those herbs, but he just doesn't seem crazy about that kind of thing. So here it is, mixed up as much as I can do, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll be just fine, just the way it is. I'm not real picky, so it'll probably be fine. So I'm going to stick this in the fridge to chill. And then we'll get on with the fruit cobbler and the corn muffins. So the fruit cobbler is going to be pretty simple. So I might as well go over to that. And I'm going to put it together and then I'm going to cook it while we're eating dinner so that it'll be nice and warm out of the oven. So I've got some banana here that I mashed up. And then I've got the oatmeal. And I've got the spices. So it's cinnamon and cardamom and nutmeg. And you're supposed to mix these together. And mix them together. And then I just add them to the banana. Can you see? The light's kind of shining on that, isn't it? Okay. This in here. And then instead of frozen fruit, I had some fresh strawberries. So I chopped up a pound of fresh strawberries. And I stuck them in the casserole dish already. And there we go. Stephen and I have been cleaning it and organizing all day. And I had some blackout curtains I was trying to sell, and nobody wanted them, so I went ahead and put them on Buy Nothing Paulsbo, which is a website where we just give stuff to people. Because I thought, I know somebody could use these, and they're room dividers. So we thought we weren't going to have a lot of room between the bedroom and the living room, but it turns out we're going to have plenty. So once our extension gets done, so we're going to put a wall there instead of just a curtain. So then I cut up this pound of strawberries, and then I've got some cut up papaya. So I'm going to put that in, half a pound. Not sure what that, it's a papaya seed. And then I got some pineapple that we cut up. So I'll put that in. So it'll be a tropical fruit cobbler tonight. And spread that around. And I find that this works just as nicely with fresh fruit as with frozen fruit. Now we're going to top it with the oatmeal mixture. And that is our cobbler. Bada bing. This spreads really nicely. AJ she knows what amounts to use that'll work. Which is great. I was going to get out in the yard today, and I never got out there because we've been organizing the house. I'll show you here in a minute. Let me scrape this bowl. I need to remember to call my brother tonight, too. I'll do that next. We cut hairs today. Oh, Annette, hi. I figured everybody'd be busy on a Sunday night, but I was prepping all this stuff, and I thought, well, shoot, I'm going to go ahead and show people what I'm doing, and if they're interested, great, and if not, there's always the replay, right? What have you been doing? What have you been doing with your day? I know it's Gina's birthday today, so she's probably busy, and Jennifer had company, and Susanna has a whole truckload of company at her house. So everybody's pretty busy. So there is the fruit cobbler. I'm going to cook that for dinner tonight. And I already made the tabbouleh. You can see that when you watch things over again. I'm just doing a YouTube, Stephen. I'm just doing a YouTube. Just letting you know. Okay. So now got my hairs cut today. So now we're going to do the corn muffins, Tammy Kramer's corn muffins. And so we got the oven heating. What I do, laundry and packing for your trip. All right. Remind me where you're going tomorrow. I'm going to do some blending here. So Tammy uses maple syrup, and I don't. Going to Alberta to see your kids. Oh, that's so nice. She uses maple syrup, but I just use dates. So she uses a half a cup of maple syrup. So I figure 3 dates is plenty. And so what I do, and she uses a cup of milk and flaxseed, and that flaxseed needs to be ground. So what I do is I put the 3 of them in my blender, and I let the dates soak in there for a while, and then I just go ahead and blend the whole thing up. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll mute this for a second. And Gina, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gina. Happy birthday to you. I'm glad you had a good day, Gina. That's great. So now, Gina, I've already done the tabbouleh, and I just finished the cobbler, and it looked pretty cool. So now I'm doing corn muffins because Stephen didn't really like face Scott's. Hi, Jimmy. So I'm making him Tammy Kramer's corn muffins. So I've got the milk, and I use dates, not maple syrup, and flaxseed blended. Now I'm going to blend the oats a little bit. This will just take a second. I'll be right back. I don't like to blend them too much processing. So that's good enough. Okay, so I'm going to add the applesauce to this mix. So I think I better get this out of here. Oh no, Jimmy, you ran out of oats for your cobbler. That's terrible. Can you use millet or buckwheat? You could use buckwheat. Do you have raw buckwheat? Buckwheat you can even eat raw. So that would work just as well. In fact, her oatmeal cookies I make with buckwheat instead of oatmeal, and they turn out really good. Any kind of flakes. If you have rye flakes or wheat flakes, they'd work too. Okay, well, the oven's ready when I am. So, wonder how Jennifer's doing. She had that tons of company tonight. She's probably still busy with them. Okay. So, got some applesauce. Okay, and the milk mixture. So we got all the wet stuff in here. Yeah, well, there's corn too. I'll wait until I got add the other stuff. Is the football still going on? Oh, good. Thanks, Gina. I'm glad it's going well for Jennifer. Okay, so now for the oats, for the muffin mix, I need a bowl. Use this one. So I got I got oats. You're supposed to sift it, but that's kind of old news. I'm watching Janet. Who's winning? Third quarter. Yeah, who's winning? Black rice and blueberries and strawberries. Yeah, that would be good. I think that would be excellent. I think you can't go wrong. Yeah, I got cornmeal, teaspoon of baking soda, and a teaspoon of baking powder. So none of us are football watchers, huh? Not when it causes brain damage, you know. Oh, you know what? I got to bring the tabbouleh back out because I didn't add the lime juice yet. So you get to see it. All right, so we're going to mix the dry ingredients. She puts salt in it, but I don't see any reason to put salt in this. No reason at all. Okay, we're going to stir in the wet ingredients. Oh, sorry, you guys. You should tell me. I'm busy reading what you're saying, not showing you what I'm doing. So I was saying before I was going to get out today and get in the garden, and I never got out there. We spent all day organizing. In fact, I should show you. I'll do that in a minute. Sorry about the glare. Not sure how to get rid of that. All right. Steven's gonna love this. Fold in the corn. Hey, Steven, I didn't add the cilantro or the mint to the quinoa because I thought you probably wouldn't. No wonder you don't eat it when I make that kind of thing. If you don't like those herbs, I can just add them for me.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think, guys? Doesn't that look good? Okay. So now I'm going to put it in the muffin tins and bake it for 20 minutes. Here's my muffin tins. I should show you the muffins I made last night from Faith Scott. She puts salsa in them. I could use my scooper, but this seems to be working okay. Am I missing anything? Yeah, Faith puts salsa and something else too. Oh yeah, she puts in spinach. So you know how she's always getting greens and everything for her kids. So I thought that was pretty cool. 12 muffins. We moved our bed. We moved everything today. Well, our builder finished this wall that he needed to move everything away from. And so we moved the plastic divider. And that opened up a bunch of room for us to move things around. And then I gave away some stuff that was taking up space. We only have limited space, so we can't be keeping things around. Stephen moved out a bunch of chairs. I think he just put them out on the deck, on the porch. All right. I don't know. I should have made fewer and bigger. Usually it makes 12 hefty ones. Maybe this, I've got another silicone muffin pan, and maybe the muffins are, the, the, the spaces for the muffins are bigger in this one because they don't seem to be as hard to fit in. All right. So there we go. I'm going to stick these in the oven and grab the tabbouleh and add the lime to it. Here's the cobbler that I made, and that looked good. And I made it with banana, papaya, and pineapple. All right. This is the tabbouleh that I made, and I need to add lime juice. Maybe a couple of them. I love my new citrus squeezer. And I noticed Kiki on Plentiful Kiki, she puts them this way instead of that way. Does anybody else do that? It's a great idea because it really squeezes out the juice. And then I'll do one more here. Get the zest. Gotta have the zest when it's fresh. Nothing like a fresh lime, huh? How'd everybody do with food today? I just had a salad at lunch and veggies and oatmeal for breakfast. And dinner's going to be quinoa and fruit cobbler. I'm going to have to go grocery shopping because I'm out of food. I mean, we got our frozen stuff, but I need to get some fruit. All right. Do a little bit more. These are little limes, so. Oh, vegan restaurant. I have not been to one yet. They're just so dangerous. It's better than, well, I guess it's not better than standard American diet, but for us it is. At least we're not killing animals. We can justify it. How's your day going, Annette and Jimmy? Oh, yeah, that was a silicone muffin pan, Annette. I got 2 of them. They're great because nothing sticks. So when I was telling Annette, did I just say, I have cilantro. My parsley was done. Took the plastic off and there was nothing underneath it. So I did cilantro and mint, but I left it out. And I'll just add it to mine because Stephen doesn't really like it. So this goes back in the fridge to chill. It's going to be good. Turn the light on for a second. Show them what we did. Oops. So this is what we worked on all day. I don't know if you guys remembered, but it was pretty cluttered. So we just cleared things out today, moved the bed, and it just feels really good to have things cleaned up, at least for a little bit. It's such a small space. Things get cluttered really quickly. So just to catch up, none of us are watching football. Philadelphia's winning. Oh, Karen's not going to like that. Uh-oh. Because she's in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Oh, are they playing Oklahoma? I didn't even know who was playing. Isn't that terrible? Oh, yeah, I was going to show you the muffins that I made yesterday. Check these out. That makes sense, Kansas City. These are Faith Scott's muffins. Ooh, they smell so good. Aren't those something? That's the spinach in there. I really like them. So funny because I never used to eat salsa. Steven always used to eat it. Now I'm the salsa girl. I would love to ask Tina what you got at that vegan restaurant. What goodies did they give you? Oh, I should show you my sprouts too. Make sure I'm not wrapping myself around my cord. Got a brand new batch of sprouts for this week. They sure make a lot of dishes. I use this to grate all my veggies for the tabbouleh, which is mainly cauliflower or cucumber. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse my sprouts. Did anybody watch Nate doing his sprouts and microgreens yesterday? I could do that. I could make microgreens in recycled, mushroom containers and cherry tomato containers. So I think I'll try it. I'm thinking probably I'll wait till the remodel's done because it's going to get a little dusty in here. And I don't think they're going to like that. But I did buy all my potato starts, and I got seeds from Fedco Seed Company yesterday. The guy at Becky's, and he says that's where to get your seeds because they're organic. They're, what did he call it? What are the ones that you get and they've gone down the generations? They've been around for years. There's a name for that. Oh, I'm so new at this. Can't think of it. Heirloom. And what's the other thing? They're open pollination. You know what I'm talking about there? Lentil green meatballs with curry sauce. Marinated carrot slices and kale and chocolate molten cake. Saucy inside. Once a year. Yep. You know, something to be said about that. Open pollination, yes. Oh, is that what I said? That's what he said to get. So that's what I'm getting. I got potatoes too, the early potatoes and mid-season potatoes. And I got beets, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, zucchini, yellow squash. Oh, I was going to get cilantro. Did I get cilantro? I hope I did. Yes, Stephen has the cilantro gene that where it tastes like soap. And his system doesn't really like raw food. So he doesn't really tolerate it well. At least not yet. Maybe when we get real food from, that we're growing, when we're growing our own, maybe it'll affect him differently than the only thing I can get at the store. So I trying to, my garden's going to be spectacular. Well, this is the first year I'm using the wood chips. So it actually may not be able to do too well because it may need a year. I wish I would have covered the ground with chips in the fall so it had all winter to turn into nice soil, but oh well. In nature it takes about 100 years for nature to make an inch of topsoil, but with these wood chips he's got about, what did he say, 8 to 12 inches of topsoil just from adding natural ground cover to his gardens every year. So it's pretty cool. So, anything else? I guess I better wash these dishes and then we're going to eat some dinner at 6:30 already. And then tomorrow is leek soup, but I don't have any leeks. So I either have to go to the store or we'll have to eat leftovers because we still got red lentil chili. We've got a split pea. We've got the cauliflower bisque. We've got something of everything in the freezer, so we can do that too. So it'll depend on how the day goes because you know how it goes. You think you're going to get out and then you don't. And I'm doing some ride coordinator duties tomorrow in the afternoon. So if I don't get out in the morning, um, I think I am just going to see if we can wait till Tuesday to go for me to go shopping. So I'm not sure if I'll be on tomorrow night, but if I have something to cook, I'll come on. And if I don't, I'll be there Tuesday. All right, guys? And thanks so much for coming on tonight. I figured everybody'd be busy, but it's always more fun when you join me. So take care, y'all. You bet, Annette. So fun to see you. Take care. Here I go. Hate saying goodbye.